YTPC out there. I've been talking about doing this for a good while now, and I think it's about time. I don't know how much longer we are going to have the corncob piper and the YTPC and participating in the YTPC. And for those of you that don't know who the corncob piper is, his name's Corey, and he was one of the first few that I had followed his channel, and even in return, the man had subbed to me, and I wanted to do, it has been laid on my heart to do this for a while. I just had to find the mental, emotional, and the inspiration to really do this video because I was trying to think of what I was going to do. I was trying to think of where I was going to go with this. And if you give me a second too, I'm also going to try to set up to where I can monitor things going on. Whoops, don't want to do that. But that way, just in case anybody wants to hold a conversation or anything. But I've been wanting to do this video for a while, and it's a tribute and a farewell to Corey the Corncob Piper. And I just also would like to, you know, share my thoughts and everything about the guy. I'm gonna bring up the conversation piece here. Alright, so now we're set to go to if anybody wants to, have a conversation, I can monitor it on the other screen here and everything. I like to say welcome viewer. And, oh wait a minute, that's myself monitoring myself. My bad. But, anyways, there was a thing, and I've done a video about this a while back, but, anyways, Corey the Corncob Piper, or the Corncob Piper, he one time was talking about this tobacco that is no longer in production. This blend is no longer in production as far as I know, and I think as far as he had known and said that there was no reproduction of this line of tobacco. And he up and was offering free samples of it to anybody that wanted a free sample. Well, I figured, be interesting to try, and that he's given a lot of good recommendations and stuff. And mind you, I'm an aromatic smoker, but I try to venture out of my comfort zones once in a while, and just to see what I may like newer. And so, anyways, and someone else had made a suggestion on what I should do, what blend of tobacco I should do for this video, and I cannot pronounce your last name for nothing to save my life, but Kevin Twiner, I forgive me if I do not pronounce your name right, but you know who you are. He made the suggestion that since it would be a tribute and a farewell video, that I should only, for this video, smoke only this blend, and that's the blend that's been discontinued. And that blend is Mac Baren London Burley Mixture 1996. I was in either the 5th or 6th grade in 1996, the last year that this blend was done being mass produced. And so that's kind of cool, And since it is no longer in production at all, or in any reproduction, it's only fitting, Corey, the corncob piper, to smoke it, chooch it, and enjoy it in your honor, and as well as a way of giving you an awesome send off into your new adventure with making gardening videos. As which, once again, like I said in one of your comments, when you get that started, send me a link and I will sub because I like gardening stuff myself. I ain't got no place to do it now, or ain't had a place to do it no good long now. Actually, quite a few years actually. But I love watching tips about growing stuff. It's the farm boy in me. And along with this package that he sent with a few other fine tobaccos, is what you can find that video. And I think I have I think I made a video for Yabos, or not Yabos, but a video list for Yabos. If I have it, I'm going to have to make one. But it's one of my Yabos, and in that same video, not only did he send me some beautiful blends of tobacco, but he sent me something that I was not expecting. Matter of fact, my mom, whenever this package came in the mail, it was cold outside, and I can't remember if I was feeling sick at the time and I wasn't able to do it at the time, or if I was getting ready to go to bed. But my mom's a night owl, and she remembered that there was mail yet in the mailbox to get. And so I was in the can and everything, and next thing I know, I hear mom come in the door and she yells, and everything, and I'm just like, "You okay, ma?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm perfectly fine." She goes, "Somebody sent you a package." She goes, "Can I open it?" And I said, "Yeah, mom, go ahead." And as I said before, y'all, my mom is like exotic, and everything about opening packages in the mail, you know, and she got to enjoy it, And the only stipulation to that was, I said, "But you have to do the Yabo video with me too." And I said, "And you can open it twice." And so, once again, I'm still in the can, and all of a sudden I hear her say, "Oh my God, this is so beautiful." And I'm sitting there thinking, "What?" And she goes, and I hear her holler saying, "Son, I might have to confiscate this from you and put it on the shelf with the rest of the knickknacks." And I'm like, "What did somebody send me?" So I get done with my business, and my mom's just holding up this little pipe right here. She's just looking at it and like a kid in a toy store, man. And she's like, "You see what someone gave you? Look at that beautiful thing." And I'm just like, "Wow." And I was like, "Does it say who it's from?" She goes, "Well, there is a piece of paper in here." Well, I up and pulled the piece of paper out, and I'm going to read it again, even though I read it in the Yabo. I want to read this piece of paper again because the thing of it is I may never get another one from you, Corey. At least not in this way. And so I like to read it again because to me this is one of those things that you're damn lucky if you got it, or damn lucky if you got one. That's the way I'm looking at it. But anyhow, it was a little bro note that he sent, and it goes, "Robert, as promised, here is the Mac Baren Burley London Mixture. The tin is from 1996, so it has some pretty good age on it. I also threw in a few other Burley blends I thought you would enjoy. Here's hoping everything goes good with your move." And this was during the time when I was moving in the process of moving back to Indiana for my mom's health. And he says, "Keep on piping, corncob piper, Corey." And I'll just show you this letter. I think that's really nice and wonderful, you know. That was the, I'd say that was the second yellow I received from within the YTPC, and it not being me ordering something, but the second. And a lot of people, a few people, like some of my family, you know, some of them don't quite understand our little community and the culture within our community, and they're like, "Why would you want to make a tribute video? You don't even know the person personally." And I said, "Well, you know, that's not the idea." And I kind of explained it to them. You know, I said, you know, when someone takes time out of their lives, because time is so precious and we only get so much of it. When someone takes the time out of their life to take time to make time to do something either for you or with you, you know, or even, you know, in live conversations, you know, on a live stream like this, you know, someone is deciding that you're worth the time, worth their precious time to take time to spend with you, a few moments with you, whether it's watching you or conversation with you, or someone taking the time to put in the effort and everything and paying out postage to send you something. And Corey, you have impacted my life like that. And everybody that has done something like that for me has impacted my life in a positive way. And that's something that no one can never take, because that's something that lives up here and lives right here in the heart. And it becomes a part of you. And that, I guess, also part of that kind of also comes from the Native American side of me, you know, of looking at life and everything in life in a spiritual manner or in a spiritual way, because, you know, that's also a person giving a little bit of themselves to you, and that's a very wonderful, beautiful thing, and it's sacred. And so that's why I was very compelled whenever he had given the news about how he had a stroke, more or less, outside of his work, and, you know, him talking about how he was kind of devastated that all these people walking by, seeing a man in a suit or well dressed. I can't remember if you said he was wearing a suit, Corey, or if he was just well dressed. I can't remember which one you said it was. And just looking into the man's eyes as he was telling the story, you know, of him out there laying in the hot sun, you know, and also having a stroke or whatever, you know, and people just driving by in their cars, people walking by, you know, close by, and not offering to help them out or nothing, you know, it just really made my heart sink, you know, and also kind of gave me a good idea of what I kind of had thoughts of about the world, anyways, in general, that, you know, the majority of the people out there in the world and the population, not only in our country, but all over the globe, you know, the majority of the people, you know, it's no longer help your brother or help your sister or help your neighbor, you know, and people have forgotten about the whole idea of you are your brother's keeper. It says that somewhere in the Bible. I can't remember which part, but I know it said it in the Bible, and everything. And that, it just made me sad, you know. And then when he said that due to his health and the risk of what smoking can do to you, because, you know, even though, I mean, I don't know about everyone else out there, but I don't inhale my pipe. Now I retrohale. Now I've had a few incidences, and it's even shown on camera a few times, where I would accidentally inhale, and you pay for it dearly. You know, matter of fact, I inhaled any type of tobacco smoke since I picked up smoking pipe last summer. About this time last summer. Matter of fact, come to think of it, I probably am past due on my 1 year officially as a pipe smoker. But anyhow, so that's a whole nother subject, whole nother video. But anyways, Um, oh man, I hate it when I lose train of thought, guys. This is so unprofessional. But I know I'll make somebody laugh. Anyhow, I just felt so compelled to want to do this video for you. And I even have a card to send to you, Corey. But I've not had time, and then my mother going through the health issues that she was going through, and she's getting a little, she's better now, better than what she really was in the beginning, but I just got totally sidetracked. But I have a card to send you, and everything. I just ain't got around to doing it, and I apologize for that, and and everything. So if you just one day get a random card in the mail, or a get well card in the mail or something, well, that's why. And so, anyways, I just like to say, first of all, to everybody, this has been Unchooched, and I don't like the idea of going by the normal rules of when you take a pipe on its maiden voyage or its first smoke, you know, filling it halfway full. And I've tried it the other way, and I like doing it this way because it gives you a first good full uh, carbon buildup, or the beginning stages of it from the get-go. I like it that way, and I just like the idea of knowing that my pipe's going to be fully protected whenever I do chooch in the future and everything. So I fill them up. I've not noticed any difference whatsoever. Matter of fact, the two oldest pipes that I have, I've done the same thing with them. I need to clean that one out. I forgot to. Oh, whoops. Knocking stuff over, I am. And I've done the same thing with that one. And both of them are fine choochers, and it works. So anyways, Corey, the corncob piper, I just like to say, I'm about to chooch this in your honor. And as I smoke this, I just want you to know, with each puff, I'm saying a prayer for you and your family. And every time I chooch off this, I want you to know I'm going to be thinking of you and your family, and be saying prayers for you and your family. And so without further ado, let's take her out. And I'm going to light it old school style. I'm not even going to do my cheating trick neither. I'm going to do this old school style because this tobacco in here is old school style, and this cob's old school looking style. So I'm going to do it old school. In your honor, Corey. Well, if I can come breaking the match, of my luck. I'm going to get this puppy lit one way or the other. There we go. My goodness, that is smooth. I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, it smells like tea in the bag. and it kind of tastes like a tea, and it has a bit of a sweet tone to it, with a bit of a tiny little bite to it as well, a spicy bite. Campfirey and woodsy on the retro hail. I think I now understand what some of you guys are talking about with like a lot of kids and stuff. This is some mighty fine chooching. Corey, Corncob Piper, I humbly thank you. You're a good man. And I'm also happy to see everyone else also returning the favor back to you. I, with my income, can't afford to participate in your silent auctions and everything. I'd love to, because I know the money's going to go to help you to support your medical and help go toward your family and stuff, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm drinking some Folgers coffee with a little half and half and some brown sugar. That sip's for you, buddy. But I tell you what, the first impression I got from you, Cora, whenever I first started watching you, you might be down there in old California or Florida. I can't remember which one you're in. But you might be in one of them there warm states. But you're the way you present yourself in your videos, you put me more in the mind of a Hoosier. Just like how I am, but in a very, very well put together, sophisticated way. And I think that's what drew me to your channel. I almost really can't stop chooching on this. Now I understand what old Berg talks about, and what I even heard the Dreadlock Piper talking about, and all of you guys that have smoked stuff that's had a lot of key in it. This is some mighty fine stuff, and in the bag it smells like tea, and on the dry draw it tasted like tea. That is very exquisite. Almost actually kind of makes me think I should be drinking a bottle of wine with it, just as superb as it tastes. And I didn't think I would like it, but I kind of like that spicy and peppery taste on the tongue, because it's not tongue bite, but it's like eating something spicy or something a little peppery. The only awesome thing is I ain't got to worry about heartburn. I wish I had like a laptop or something, and a way to where I could play some banjo music in the background, because your intro that you had was a banjo, you know, and I also kind of like that too, you know. That's another thing, you know, being living around in the upper southern part of Indiana and that close to Kentucky and everything, you know, I've had my, you know, roots also into like, you know, having a bit of appreciation and a love for bluegrass music, and that just kind of, you know, that twang that you had in the beginning of your videos was just awesome. I'm gonna miss that. Still tasting just a little bit of that there tea taste too, a little bit. This is a mighty fine pipe. I think I am going to dedicate this pipe also to nothing but Latakia blends and Virginias, for just in case I ever get the urge to want to venture out of my comfort zone, venture away from aromatics for a little while. And also to let you know, Corey, every time I smoke on any of that other fine tobaccos that you gave me and gifted me when you didn't have to, I'm going to give you a shout out. And I just want you to know that. Even has a superb sweetness to it. Not like a confection sweetness, but you know, a sweetness. Like you can tell that from the age that's on this tobacco, that and everything, that it's one of a kind. You ain't never gonna find anything like this ever again. You know, that's another thing. Some of the lessons I've learned since I've been a part of the YTPC family and community is I have learned how generous people are out there in the world. You know, I've been reminded that not everybody is self centered and only cares for themselves or how they can manipulate somebody just to get something. You know, I've learned that there are people out there that are true blue. And I'm thankful for that, for these lessons that people like you, Corey, and several others out there that have impacted my life in a positive manner. You know, of course, I ain't had anybody really attack me in a negative way ever. You know, that's beautiful about the YTPC and all of the, you know, founding members and all the, you know, people that's been here in the community longer than I have. It's wonderful and it's a beautiful community. I also like to say, Corey, even though you said you was probably not even going to watch any of the YTPC videos, you know, just so you won't get tempted to smoke and light up. I like to say I hope that you don't stop checking in on my videos because not all my videos are YTPC videos, but my channel is a little bit of everything and much to do about nothing at all, except for the little journey of my life that I share. know, another thing I also admired about your videos when you would make a video is, I mean, everybody out there is very well informative whenever they, present something. I'm probably the only person out there in the YTPC that probably isn't, but I try. But I loved the format in which you brought in your videos to present something, and the way you presented yourself and held yourself, carried yourself. It really made me feel like when I was still living in Kentucky. It made me feel like I was sitting with a fellow Hoosier, and just having a conversation. By the way, folks, you've heard me brag about how sometimes I can light a pipe so good that I ain't gonna need a second light. I think you got done seen your proof now. That or the tobacco's very super aged and to a superb point. Well, I don't know if I'm going to have anything interesting more to share with anybody other than Corey the Corn Cob Piper. Thank you very much for what you brought to the YTPC. Thank you very much for being a friend. Thank you very much for gifting me this pipe that I'm always smoking your honor, and those fine blends of tobaccos, and also the velvet that you sent me. Even brought back a happy memory to my mother when she seen that tobacco. I thought her eyes were going to water up because she said, your great grandfather, that is what he smoked out of his white pipe." I don't know if he smoked a meerschaum or if it was just a pipe that was painted white and she just thought it was a white pipe. But either which way, you sending that brought a beautiful memory back to my mother, and I thank you for that as well. You see, you have impacted my life, and I will never forget that or anyone else that has impacted my life. And you don't have to send something to me to impact my life, neither talking, being a friend, you know, interacting with me once in a while. That's how you can impact people's lives. Show people that you care, show people that, that they're worth spending some of your time with. And so, I've experienced that all over in those many different aspects since I've been on with and part of the YTPC. And it's beautiful. And I think you and others like you, Corey, that have set that example and put forth that example for the rest of us who are semi new or just starting, to follow in those footsteps and that example that you and the others have laid down before us. This is a fine little choocher. And that is a very beautiful, beautiful blend of tobacco. I'm honored, to be sitting here sharing this moment with everybody in the YTPC, as well as everybody that watches this is helping me celebrate your farewell and your a tribute to you. This is just awesome. One thing I just noticed about these amber stems is I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but you can actually see the moisture build up. That thing that looks like little specks You can actually see the moisture buildup that occurs whenever you're chooching. I never thought about that before, but that's a lot. I also like to encourage anybody um, I like to encourage everybody to go over there to the Corncob Piper's videos while he's still up and going and watch his videos, comment on his videos, wish him the best of luck on his new channel idea, and even sub to his new channel idea, because I think even though that he's not going to be doing Y2PC videos no more, um, I think we as the Y2PC people, folks in our community, should still show him support, show him some love, because it's not that he wanted to do it, but he has to do it for his health's sake and for his family's sake. And in my opinion, and in my eyes, I think he should still be classified an honorary member of the YTPC regardless, and we all should show him a lot of love and support. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm in the tail end of a half-hour mark. Or at least I think that's what that means. And anyways, thank you all for hitting like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all that joined me for this special video. And it's dedicated to you, Corey, the Corncob Piper. And thank you for all that you've done and all that you brought to the community and all the wisdom and knowledge that you shared with others and those that were new like I was. I humbly thank you. And I hope that you find this video. I'm going to try to send you a link of this video because I've done this for you. And everything. And I just like to say thank you. To all the fans, I like to say thank you. To all the future fans, I say thank you. And to all the lurkers out there that are thinking about becoming presenters, I thank you. And Corey, wherever you're at in this world, whatever walk of life you take in this world, may God bless. And hope to see you soon. Again, brother, thank you. Till next time.